Alright guys, so it's the day before Into the West. We're just filming our quick little go ahead for the tournament. Like we did with the Letter Dragon tournament, we will be filming various bits throughout the tournament. We'll be filming kind of our expectations before, and then letting you kind of know how the games go, how we felt about the tournament overall, and just a little breakdown as to how our lists performed. So for this one, I'm taking a very similar good list, because it's 450 points is Into the West. Um, 450 points. You can take a good or an evil, or just one or the other. I'm taking both just because it's over 2 days. So it's a 7 game event, and I like to play with two different armies. Basically, I like the mixing up. I took something very similar to this last time to a 450 point event, and it did quite well. The good side. So I've made a few improvements that I think will help it, do better compared to how it did last time. So I've got Theoden. He is my leader. He is on his armored horse. He's got a shield. He's got with him 5 mounted royal guard with throwing spears, a rider of Rohan with banner, and 2 Rohan outriders. Last time I brought Theoden and then just 10 riders of Rohan, half with throwing spears and half without. I felt the fight 3 not on the charge really hurt them, so upgrading to fight 4 not on the charge and a royal guard and fight 5 if I do charge will help them out massively, and the banner as well. I only lost 1 game with this list last time, and that was because I got done in by fight 4 charging me basically. So I'm hoping to counter that, and I think it just does better what it did good last time. But then the other key bit of this list is Garn Briggarn and 15 Wozers. So they've all got blowpipes, they've all got spears, and that's my kind of core numbers block. So I've got 16 blowpipes over there. All the blowpipes are poisoned. They hit on a 3 with their blowpipes, so yeah, pretty handy. And then this is obviously the pass of the Druidan Legendary Legion. The pass of the Druidan Legendary Legion, for anyone who doesn't know, get lots and lots of bonuses. So the Wozers themselves on their profile have a plus. They have hatred for orcs, goblins, and Uruk-hai. So +1 to wound on orcs, goblins, Uruk-hai. The Legendary Legion gives us reroll ones against orcs, goblins, and Uruk-hai, but only in combat. So the Wozers will have reroll ones with their blowpipes, and then in combat they'll have +1 and reroll ones. And the Rohan will just have reroll ones in combat against orcs, goblins, Uruk-hai. We also get to put down 3 markers at the start of the game, and they kind of basically remove difficult terrain within a 6-inch bubble. So it really helps out the horses. The Wozers have Stalk Unseen anyway, and Woodland Creature, so they don't really care about it. But it just basically helps the Rohan move through woods and stuff. Really great on those things like Destroy Supplies and Retrieval, and things like that, where you got to get around the back of people. I've used the old list on the channel before on a Destroy Supplies actually. I'll link it in the I'll link it down there, just at the bottom of the screen hopefully. And you can kind of see just how it goes. But yeah, you have to bring Fade in, you have to bring Garn the full Warband of Wozers, so does that. The big thing that we get as well, because there's another army bonus that we get as a Legend Legion, is we win heroic move roll offs on a 3+ rather than a 4+. So for an army which has got a bunch of hard hitting cav in the Royal Guard and Theoden, that's massive. However, we had 7 contested heroic moves in my last tournament, and I failed all 7 of them, even on a 3-up. So, it's not a guarantee by any stretch of the imagination. But, we can try. So this is my good list. Yeah, added a banner in there as well for some of the scenarios where you need a banner, and those secret objectives, and to help me out if I don't get a charge, basically. Other than that, it's pretty much the same. I'll do a little jump cut and I'll come back with my evil army just so I can get one out again, because there is a few of them. Alright then, so this is my evil army. As you can see, I've gone with Dalamir as my leader. I mean, he's just really hard to kill, basically. Little ninja assassin dude, running around having a great time. He's got 8 Corsairs of Sword and Shield, 8 Corsairs of Spears. Nice and simple, big block of dudes. Fight 4, stabby, cutthroaty, throw naggers, all that fun. I've got a captain. He's got a crossbow, and he's got 6 Corsair arbalesters with him. Crossbows are great. That's all I've got to say about that. And then I've got a bosun over here. He's got 4 reavers with him there. They're the ones which, as Lee calls them, have got the French trousers on. The kind of big white bows in the middle and the white things and the double swords. And he's got 3 arbalesters in there. So altogether I've got 9 arbalesters, 4 reavers, and 16 warriors, plus a captain, a bosun, and Dalamir. So that's 10 crossbow shots altogether. One of which has got might, which I think is a decent amount. 10 crossbows. And then yeah, the reavers, which are obviously they can do this thing where they get +1 to wounds if the bosun's not within 6 inches of them, or if I can just choose to fail it. That was FAQ'd, so yeah, I can just choose to fail that to get +1 to wound. They've got 2 attacks anyway. Then the Corsairs get a +1 to wound if we can trap our opponents, so that will give me +2 to wound on the Reavers, which is, I mean, always good. I was debating giving them axes for the 1 point hand weapon swap, but I thought that was a little bit overkill, because that's only good really against like defense 8 or defense 6. I mean, you're winning defense 6s on 3s, I think it is, at that point, and defense 8 on 4s, which is great, but it's a little bit overkill. And I didn't have enough axes lying around. So yeah, that's my 2 lists. At the last tournament we went to, which is this style, so that was Lair of the Dragon. Same points, same venue, same TO, same special rules. It's basically like a warm-up event last month. I took the Bastard Druid and Legendary Legion again, but I took Theoden, 10 Riders, and 15 Woes. And as my evil army, I took Sharku's Wargs, that Legendary Legion. My Theoden list won 3 out of its 4 games, and the Sharku's Wargs won 1 out of its 2, which kind of led me to 4 and 3. So that's why the Sharku's Wargs have gone back on the bench. It basically just wasn't really me. I didn't like the low fight across the board. It didn't feel like there was anything really. It felt like I needed more practice with it, and I didn't do that. Whereas of course I've used a fair few times, so hopefully it'll be better. A better stand-in for me. And then the Rohan list I loved, and like I said earlier, I just added some Royal Guard and a banner in there to help me win those fights if I don't quite get the charge off. I did toy with just like dropping most of a Rohan cavalry and putting Dernhelm in there as well, but I thought that was too low on numbers for me. So hopes for this event. As always, at the moment when I go to a decent sized event, I like to try and aim to go 50-50. This one is 7 games, so 4 and 3 is probably my aim. There is a slightly stronger field at this event, so you don't know. But yeah, 4 and 3 is my kind of standard aim. It would be nice to be slightly better. Well, better than last time, which was 4 and 3. So yeah, it would be nice to go better, but that's my kind of normal aim going up to these events. Try and get a few more of the special missions that I got last time. This tournament uses secret missions throughout the day. Each one's worth like a tournament point, so it basically you get 5 and it counts as a win, and there's 7 to play for. So you can get yourself an extra win over the event just by doing those. So that's my aim there, is 5 of those secret missions. And yeah, we've got a couple of other lads with us we're taking to the event. So we've got a mate called Leon who's from Worcester. He's coming along to the event with us. And a guy called Jamie who is from Chippenham. We'll hopefully get them on to chat about their kind of thoughts and feelings throughout the day. Little bits like that. Otherwise, if you go into the West, do come and chat to us. Preferably not in the middle of the game, but in between games and stuff, you see us hanging around outside. Come and chat, hang out, see how the day's going. I know there's a couple of lads who have mentioned just in the comments saying they're going along, taking some interesting lists. So let us know, and if you are going, drop your predictions for how well you're going to do. And if you're not, well, even if you are going, but you know, if you're not going as well, let us know who you think is going to do better, because you'll see Lee's list in a second. Once you've seen that, um, let us know who you're going to back, who you back in, me or Lee. We've got a little bit of friendly rivalry going on. So yeah, let us know how you think that's going to go. And if you pick Lee, I'll be sad. So yeah, cool. And then hopefully we'll get this video up now, and the videos from day 1 and day 2 separately, because we did them all as one last time and it was massive. It was like an hour and a half long video of us just chatting. So we'll do it in a couple of small, easier bites throughout the weekend, hopefully this time. Brilliant. Thank you, and we'll see you at the event. Have fun with Lee's list.
Okay, so my thoughts and predictions. 7 rounds again. So last time I went 5 and 2, I think. I can never remember. I think it was 5 and 2. Way better than what I should have done. So I'm not going to get ahead of myself and think I need to win this thing. This is mine to win. No, nothing like that at all. I would like to think I can do 2 wins, and that is my aim. If I get less than 2, I will be pretty disappointed. But 2 and I'm happy, and then anything above that is just gravy. And I'll be really chuffed if I do that, because there's double the amount of players this time, and from what I've been told from people in the know, there's some really good players going. So yeah, if I do any more than 2 wins, I will be super happy. The list is really strong, so you'd have seen the Dale list. It would be probably already on the channel by now. I've used it once already. It's basically Girion, 2 captains, and just max bows and then dudes. I think that's really strong. So I have something like 11 shots a turn, 3 of which are with might, strength 3, hitting on 3 bows. So I think that's really strong. So I've got confidence in the list, more so probably than last time actually, than the dwarves. But it's just going to be pilot error on my part that's going to drag me down, I think. Because I'm not used to playing shooting armies, as you've seen me on the UZ before. I'm always dwarves or heavy armoured defence. Never much shooting at all. So lining up like shots and making sure I don't have like in the ways of my own dudes and things is going to be tricky. Deploying is going to be tricky. Do I put all of my watchers in one warband, or do I, like at the moment I've got like 2 lots of 3 in 2 different warbands? Like, do I put them in different warbands around the table, or do I just chuck all the bows, like move them all together in one clump? I don't know. My theory is put them in separate bits so then I can move around and pick off spear supports. That's my theory. I don't know if that's right or not. But yeah, so I've got confidence in the list, but it will just be my pilot error. Yeah, so 2 wins and I'm happy. Yeah, that's pretty much it really. Oh, try and get more of those secret objective mission-y things than last time. Last time I didn't really pay much attention. I didn't think they were that important. I just thought they were a thing on the end. I think it was only like game 1 or 2 I realised just how important they are, because they give you victory points. So coming from X-Wing, like victory points and things is unknown to me. I didn't know how it quite worked with the tournament structure, and it took a couple of games playing it to realise, okay, this is what happens, this is what's important. And I didn't realise at the time that they were just that important. And if you get all of 7, it's like an extra win and a half. Like, that's insane. Yeah, I just think that's insane. Like, so somebody that goes 3 and 4, somebody that goes 4 wins, 3 losses, can get lower in the table than somebody who did 3 wins, 4 losses if they had more secret objectives, which I don't like. In all honesty, I think is a bit weird. I feel like somebody who's gone 4 and 3 should finish higher than somebody who's done 3 and 4. I mean, I get it; it adds another element to it, but I just don't like it. But a bit of a tangent. So yeah, I need to concentrate on those more. I just like some of them though were like get one of your heroes killed, and I'm like, I'm not about that life as dwarfs. I just don't like it. But yeah, maybe pay more attention to those, because I probably could have got a couple more through the event if I'd have paid more attention and tried to remember, and I didn't. That's going to be tricky with a new list anyway, trying to remember everything. Luckily my list is pretty linear. It's just shoot things, rely on fight for with a banner. So there's not much thinking going on, but that adds another element to it, and yeah, just try and do better at that, I guess. And that's it. There's 4 of us locally going down this time, So that'd be cool. Hopefully one of those guys do well. I'm pipping Tom to do very well this time. He had a bit of a bad showing last time. Deserved to do better than he did. He just got unlucky with matchups and things, whereas I got a bit lucky. So I think he's probably owed a bit of luck. I was saying that he did win an event before that, so that's not giving too much. But yeah, I think he'll do well. He deserves to do well because he got shafted pretty hard last time. But yeah, that's all of my thoughts. Wish us luck. I'm scared. Bye.